Welcome back to my channel. I just want to quickly go over the simple idea of supply and demand of price in this little short video so that you can get a basic understanding of how the law of supply and demand works. And it's honesty, it's not that difficult, even if you can't really trade forex as good as you think you can as yet. Understanding the law of demand and supply is quite valuable. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead. Sorry for a little background noise. I still haven't gotten the best of equipment as yet, but to do so shortly. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so here within this region you have supply and demand. So the top will be the supply, bottom will be the demand. Okay, this is within this area supply came down and was a little bit below the previous area of supply. However, as people started to get more acquainted with the product or with the dollar, the supply for the dollar starts to reduce. Supply for the dollar starts to reduce. Okay, so the price for the goods now starts to increase. So you will have price going above the previous level that held price down for a few days, a few minutes, a few hours, whichever your preference is, and then price shoot up at a higher price. Okay. As you look again at this chart, you're recognizing that okay now. So sellers people try to get the goods at a less cost to the goods, but the price was still expensive. The demand was still high for the goods, so the price continued to move on up. So as sellers try to get the goods a little bit cheaper, goods were still in high demand, so the price for the goods continue up. So that you understand now that why the price keeps going up is because the demand for the product is high. So as the demand for the product increases, there are less and less sellers available in the market to sell the goods. So once they recognize this, the goods will be more expensive because people demand the good more. Alright? So the goods is more expensive, so it costs a bit more, and if the goods is in high demand as well, valuable good, it's gonna be the cost of the good is gonna go up. Once it has a lot of value, the good is gonna go up. And you recognize that some goods available at this price had a lot of sellers to an extent, but then there was no more sellers for the price of that good. So goods continue to push higher, increasing demand. So each time price broke a next level, that shows you the high demand for the product. The surface, whichever one there is. It's just a reflection of demand and supply. So as price for the product come back into this area, there was a lot of demand for this at this particular price. So price for the goods continue to remain high because demand for the goods is high. So if say for instance now you recognize that there's a next competitor out in the marketplace offering the same goods at a different price, what you will understand is that the price starts to drop because no more maybe that a lot of persons are no longer demanding that goods. So the price of the goods will fall in this area, or it turns out that something bad came out about the product. So the goods are not going to be selling as high as before. So as other sellers come in and try to push other buyers try to sell their product, the same product at a higher value, we recognize that as the product demand increase in this area, the buyers are still not able to push the price above here. So you have this area still causing a push, a reduction in price. So the goods is actually trying to sell off. So the goods is literally flying through the roof depending on what news come out about the goods, or good the other competitor product is. So the demand for that product will of course be increased. So yeah, that's just the law of demand and supply. So if you're able to um, apply that demand and supply rule, you eventually will understand that it's the same thing in whatever marketplace you're in. You know, demand and supply. It's the same rule. So I hope you like this video. Share and comment. So this is one of my first detailed video about law of demand and supply. And yeah, thank you for your input. Until next time, I'm your girl Shar. Good day.